What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Generation Duo. My name is Brandon Big Papi Medina, and I got my man JDT, aka Mr. Johnny Drama Tejeda in the building.
What's going on? How
that
you
is
doing,
not how
man?
you talk regular.
Oh, come on. I have a French accent.
Dude, goodness gracious.
It's a character.
It's a character he's playing. We are happy to bring this podcast. This podcast has been in the works for some time now. This is a audio version right now, but do trust us. You just met us, but trust us. We will be coming out with a video version for YouTube's and the interwebs coming out very, very soon. So we are very much excited for that. And you can find us where all podcasts live, on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, all that good stuff. So we're happy to bring it to you, and happy for you to go ahead and leave a review and share with your friends your favorite new podcast, Generation Duo. What is Generation Duo, Johnny?
Man, Generation Duo, I would say we're two best friends, you know,
Right.
two best friends, decade apart.
Oh, yeah.
In reverse, cause
I'm the daddy. You're not.
I'm
correct.
I'm the pushing, you know, late 30s.
Yeah, late-ish, or the last year of 30.
You know what? We don't count. I'm 29 for the sixth time. You know?
Yes. I am 27. Johnny is 38 or 39.
37. I turned 38 in
There we go.
a month.
Okay, so 45.
Yes,
Anyways,
exactly.
As we have discovered, Generation Duo, the name of the show, is because we are two best friends who are from completely different generations as far as I think I'm the last version of a millennial, right? I'm literally the last
see that,
year.
yeah.
And then I think you're a millennial as well, though.
Yes.
But you're in like the more established.
The cool millennials.
Yeah, you're like the millennial,
Yeah.
right? Where I'm like, you're a gray area, right? You're a toss up. And so what we've seen is you and I are into so many similar things,
Yes.
right? We nerd out on a bunch of different stuff. So you'll hear us talk a lot about nerd topics. We love pop culture, love movies, love sports. However, we view the world very differently because of our age gap, and we've seen that, and we've actually had fun seeing it. Instead of judging each other for the way we view things, it's nice to just bounce ideas off of. So that's why we're here on the podcast. So on this show, we're going to be bringing in storylines from our personal lives, from the outskirts of the world. So bringing in crazy storylines to talk about and laugh about. And then at the end of every show, we will be doing a Generation Duo draft, and it's going to be a 5-round draft on all types of topics, right? Your top 5 movies, your favorite candies, best cereals. This week and this first episode, both Johnny and I love listening to good old dad rock. Now, I am a dad. Johnny is not.
Nope.
But Johnny's dad rock was just his normal rock growing up. And so we are going to have to figure out what classifies, as dad rock, but we're going to be talking about that a little bit later. However, today, man, talk to me. 2024, we wanted to bring this podcast out this year, this new year, start fresh. We're in mid to late January. Any resolutions that are still continuing for you?
Yeah, I gave up on resolutions like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. Like
back when you were
29, when I was like trying to have a good life. Yeah. That's how it was for me. But now I'm just like
off the rails.
Yeah.
Let's just figure it out.
I tend to every day is a resolution for me. You know, I want to start fresh every day.
Are you sharing Facebook posts that have great meanings for people and sharing,
still
positive
sharing music lyrics,
Gotcha. Yep. I like that.
Without telling people what they mean, and if the shoe fits, then maybe
instead
it's
of
about you.
Corinthians, it's Blink-182.5.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's just the whole Linkin Park album just on Facebook right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen, great follow, by the way, on MySpace and AOL, Johnny.
Yes.
But looking at this
ASL,
New Year's, looking at this New Year's, anything that you want for yourself, man. I know for me, obviously as a dad, I want to continue to embrace dad life and actually get into barbecuing. Maybe buy myself a pair of New Balances for the first time.
They're nice, very
nice. Very much dive into the full dad lifestyle. Maybe start wearing blue jean shorts. I don't think I'll ever go back to cargos. I think those are going to stay.
Yeah, those are out.
For
sure. I can't even wear them anymore.
Now, we're not fashion icons, but we know that those are out.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see, but I'm going to embrace the dad lifestyle as of now. I dress like I am a background part of a Nelly music video. I think I
can see that.
Wear a lot of Jordans and a lot of chains, but mix it up a little bit. Almost early 2000s where you were allowed to wear kind of dorky stuff, though. You know what I mean? So nerd out a little bit with your sweaters and t-shirts.
So question here. This is the big one for how you're going to shape your whole dad philosophy.
Fair.
Is it flip-flops or Socks and sandals.
Socks and sandals.
Right?
No
Has
doubt.
to be.
No
Has
doubt.
to be.
Higher the sock, the downer the fool.
You're warm, but still cool.
Yeah.
And free.
Yeah.
Right?
Now it depends where you are, right? Cause this could get into a ghetto conversation very quickly.
That's ghetto. I'm down.
Right. We're here in San Antonio, on the southwest side of San Antonio. You talk about, flip flops, I feel like are the more average dad move. But because, listen, I'm a millennial dad, right? Mm-hmm. If you could consider it or whatever it is. I like the socks and sandals move. My wife hates them. My family hates them. But I am my own person.
Yeah, you're your own person. Don't let anybody tie you down.
And I welcome it. That's right.
I will support you in all of your straps of those sandals.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Just consider me your straps. I'll support you.
Listen, strap on. Pause.
Whoa,
Anyways,
whoa.
let's talk a little bit about the room we're in, Johnny. So to bring in a little bit about Johnny is one of my favorite people, but your house is absolutely a retro-filled collage of not only collector's items and action figures, but you have behind me some swords. You have
they're not toys.
You have major,
they're not toys.
Not toys.
If you would have called them toys, I would have never done that to you. Yeah,
I would have never done that.
I'm glad. That's my best friend.
So talk to me about how has this collection come to be, and explain kind of the person you are.
Okay, so no kids. Me,
no, well, when we established you had action figures and stuff, we knew that was it.
You don't know that.
There was no kids.
Maybe I'm saving them for the kids. You know?
I agree. Maybe you are. No. I still save a bunch. When Ileana gets to a certain age, there's going to be tons of Stone Cold Steve Austins and The Rocks to give out to her when she wants to play.
So, growing up, middle class, I guess. I wasn't like the richest, but wasn't the poorest either. So it's I wanted a lot of things, couldn't get it. I also was I knew our situation. Like, I knew I couldn't ask for stuff, you know? So I kind of grew up, and then all of a sudden I just got grown up money, and I was like, what do I spend grown up money on, you know?
I like that.
I bought a house, I bought a car, I bought a Jeep. Like, I just started buying stuff, and
in between, a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff.
A lot. I was like, oh, that's cool, let me buy it. And then I was like, wait a minute, now I have to buy the matching figure that goes with it. Oh, I have to buy the sword that goes with it. Oh, I have to buy this other branch
and
of
now
stuff.
This wasn't as fun. This just became an investment.
Yeah, now it's I don't want to say hoarder, but
we're reaching levels.
I wouldn't go that far. Like, it's up. It's not just in a pile somewhere. Some of it is, but not all of it.
I was like, we've crossed over 3 piles to get to this office.
I have one wall done, you know?
Yeah.
One wall.
That's right.
And that wall.
In a 2-story home.
Yes.
Correct.
No.
One wall.
Why are you attacking me? I didn't know this was going to be the Attack the Johnny show.
I am not trying to. I am just establishing for the listeners exactly where we are.
I think this is jealousy.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, because you got pink Disney stuff all on your floor.
You got me.
You would love to have a Captain America shield.
You got me. I have
that I can throw around anytime I want in my underwear with nobody bothering me.
Just making dents in the walls.
Yeah, I can do it all.
I have a WWF belt that sits in my closet because my daughter will play with it. So you're right. Maybe there is a ton of jealousy here. I have a lot of action figures as well. Unfortunately, not as much displayed. I display them at work where people can see them. But the amount of pop figures in this vicinity that you're trying to get rid of because you've had so many.
I've gotten rid of a lot.
Yeah.
I've gotten rid of a lot. I mean, they became this like kind of a nuisance thing. It was like, oh, that's cool. And then now they just take up space. And I'm like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan, as you can see. Actually, only you can see. But hopefully everybody else will eventually see.
Everybody can see in the future.
Nobody can see, but will eventually. I have a turtle wall. I have numerous turtle figures. I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan from the 90s. Like, that's it.
So I mean, the classic millennial style. Most people in that age demographic are Ninja Turtle fans, I would assume.
No, but I'm the Ninja Turtle fan. Yeah, I'm the Ninja Turtle fan.
I like that. I like that. And then for me, I am a big wrestling fan. I've been to very many WrestleManias in my time. I've enjoyed.
Didn't invite me. That's cool.
I've enjoyed. Listen, you're always welcome in the future as we continue this. I have enjoyed the spectacle that mixes sports and entertainment. Both of us are huge sports fans. I did work here at ESPN San Antonio, so I continue to watch a lot of sports stuff. But I like to mix in my fandom. We go to Comic Cons together here in the city and in the state, and so I I feel like both of us really reach across many different demographics.
Yeah, we do.
You like anime? We watch animes. You like anything from Star Wars, Ninja Turtles to Marvel to anything like that? We are all in the mix. If you like anything else within sports and entertainment, we're all in the mix. If you love movies, both of us are big moviegoers. So this is going to be your new favorite show. This is it right now. We are very much happy to do that. And so that's a little bit about us. Every show will be able to kind of bring you in again and remind you of what the hell are you listening to? And this is that. This is Generation Duo. But please, while you're at it right now, go ahead and share the show with some friends and family, and make sure you go ahead and follow us all across streaming platforms. My Twitter is at Big Papi Brennan M. What is your Twitter, Johnny? Okay, this is what I mean.
Let me check.
The different generation, you gotta know.
My MySpace is Johnny/6969.
Wow,
big booty.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's
a massive following.
Yeah.
For that one there.
My Twitter is at Johnny_T09.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
I feel like you were just given that one. That was that
was the one that Twitter gave to me when I signed up.
That's it. But we will be sharing some, like I said, some stories and some fun stuff with you all as we continue. So with that, Johnny, any interesting stories that you have in the outfront that you want to discuss in the pod?
Okay, yeah, so some things are going on at the border that I want to... No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, here we go.
Damn, just right away. We're going politics right here, you know. America's not the greatest country in the world anymore.
Which we will not be discussing on this show. So if you were nervous about that, we
totally
completely
kidding. I know nothing about the border. Don't quote me. I don't know what's going on.
And if you see me, my complexion will tell you that most likely both of our ancestors have come from different areas of the
good
world.
Swimmers.
But we are happy to be here and go America go, whatever the saying is. 100%. Absolutely.
Good. Okay, so I want to jump back. It's a little old and a little tired, but I want to talk about it.
Tired. That sounds like you.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I am very, well, this one doesn't have a hurt knee. So,
gotcha.
you know, the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce whole debacle thing that was going on. Was she the demise of Travis Kelce?
Listen, Travis Kelce's having one of his worst years, period. Yep. And me as a betting man, as a degenerate gambler, which I should also add into my background. I love me some Taylor Swift. I have a Swiftie for a wife. I'll actually be doing, a little DJ gig for my sister-in-law who's having an Eras party. So the Eras tour, Taylor Swift as a whole has taken the world by storm and has taken the sports world by storm. I don't think she is the demise. I feel like when she's there, Travis Kelce seems to play at a different level. But Travis Kelce, the player, seems to understand that it's unfair. The dude's a little older too, right? Like he's understanding that like he doesn't have much more time left in the game. But to say Taylor Swift is his demise, I'm gonna disagree with, only because Taylor Swift, I think, is more of a help when you have girls show up to your games, right? Females. Or even if you have guys show up to your games as a female, whatever the case, right? Gender fluidity.
Politically correct.
Whoever shows up for you that you want to show up, you're going to play a certain way at a certain level. The intensity rises because you want to show out and show off. And I think Travis Kelce understands like he's probably the best at end of this generation. So there's not much more for him to prove. But I don't think Travis Kelce would agree, nor do I, that Taylor Swift has affected his career in any shape or form, besides making him more popular.
All right, I'm going to take a big turn here.
Here we go.
I'm a big conspiracy theory guy.
No, we know that. Yeah.
Huge. The fans don't.
We know that.
The fans
already.
don't.
Just within the last 13 minutes of this show, they said, you know, someone around there is going, you know what? This guy's probably really into conspiracies.
Get ready. All right. So I want to lead into this one.
So go for it.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Was a big advocate for like pollution, right?
Was an advocate for pollution? Like we should pollute more?
Yes. No, going against pollution. Like she was like a big advocate of like trying
stopping
to
pollution,
air quality, all that stuff, right?
Said she was an advocate for pollution.
Oh, did I? Sorry, my bad. They know what I'm saying.
Right, they know what you're saying. This is not a politics show, by the way. Again.
So she went, and to the first game she went to was the Jets game, right? And so when you Googled Taylor Swift jet, it used to be about how much jet fuel she was using
to go from tour to tour.
From tour to tour, place to place. Like she was like burning through the atmosphere, right? Well, then she went to a Jets game, and now when you Google Taylor Swift jet, it comes up that she went to a football game. And there was talks on the internet that she did it on purpose to like publicity stunt, like just to get rid of that negative
stuff. So that
stuff
now when you Google it.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Taylor. See? Come on, Taylor. Come on, Tay-Tay.
I don't believe that. I'm just saying, I love conspiracy theories. I don't believe 90% of them, but I think they're great. That's it? I think that's it. Like that, I think that's what it was.
That can't be a conspiracy
What do you mean?
theory.
That is definitely a conspiracy theory. Like that she made a point to go see Travis Kelce against the Jets.
So that it takes away from...
Yeah, and their whole relationship is a sham. It's a lie.
Wow.
It's a lie.
Wow. So she was an anti-hero who went to go see her lover to stop a cruel summer for the future.
Sounds like a great movie.
Wow. Also, all Taylor Swift songs, you know, your boys like that. Your boys like that.
You are like
your
that.
Boys
you are like that. I like it. I like it.
Come on now.
I like
Taylor Swift, we support you here. Are you a Swiftie? If you had to describe yourself, are you a Swiftie? Why or why not?
Yes, but in the classics, I thought she was great when I saw her come on America's Got Talent. Mm-hmm. With her first one, Teardrops on My Guitar. Mm-hmm. Now, do you even know that song?
Of course I do.
Okay. Tim McGraw, when you think Tim McGraw, that's my Swiftie right there. Then she went, pop culture, I guess. She evolved, if you will.
Yes, she as an artist.
Yeah, and now she's like taking over the planet,
I think I love almost everything she puts out only because I'm forced to hear everything she puts out by my wife. But I really do enjoy her. Her music's great. Her writing is fantastic. To my knowledge, she still writes her music. Mm-hmm. I don't know how true that's going to be for writing hits over hits over hits over hits, but I think even if she has help, the longevity of her career throughout a huge social media landscape where she's been slandered, love, and all in between, is a lot. I mean, she was getting called out for like not being feminist and then was feminist and then the pollution stuff and then Travis Kelce stuff. Like, she has eras of music and eras of people loving and hating her. Yeah. But that's part of, I guess, being a celebrity.
Yeah, that's
but she's awesome. So big shout out to Taylor Swift. Love that.
That whole story of her and her, like her songs.
Well, remember Kanye West had stuff like this?
Man, I'm gonna let you finish.
The girl's been through some stuff. All right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's been through the ringer with just storylines after storylines of just going against her. And then people supporting her.
Yeah. Next week, we're going to have Taylor on the podcast.
Next week,
we'll talk to her.
We'll talk to her. Miss Swift on the podcast.
Not Travis, though. We don't want Travis.
No, not at all.
He's got, we don't want to conflict with his.
Well, I like the story. Good storyline right there. And then here's mine. I'm going to twist it a little bit.
Okay,
right?
hit me.
Here we go. Mm-hmm. So you said you were conspiracy theories.
Yes.
Right? One thing that I saw that's this year in 2024, Kentucky, one of the states that you probably forgot existed.
The chicken. Yep.
Chicken. Yep. That's why you know him. Exactly.
It looks like a chicken. The state looks like a chicken.
Also Kentucky Fried Chicken. KFC.
I mean, yes, but do you think that's why they call it?
Did you know that KFC was Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yes, I did know that.
Okay, because you looked at me.
No, I did know that. But if you look at the state, it looks like a leg of chicken. That's how I knew Kentucky was Kentucky, in school when we had to actually write our stuff down.
You're on a fucking different level right now.
What do you mean?
Your third eye is wide open.
No,
right?
sir. Okay, put in the comments if you think Kentucky looks like Kentucky Fried Chicken, like the state looks like a chicken leg.
What?
No, sir, you're lying.
I've never looked at Kentucky.
Oh my God! Look at this. Look. I just happen to have a.
I don't look up.
Wow.
Hey, do states look like foods? That's not what I do.
The fact that look at this. Look right there. Kentucky, right there in the bright pink, looks like a leg of chicken.
Okay, well, listen. I cannot fault you for thinking that. I agree. To a certain degree, but it's the same.
Out of here.
It's the same as looking in the clouds and going, "Hey, do you see a Pegasus?"
Looks like it's just like Italy looks like a boot, right?
Yeah,
that's how you know Italy.
That is true.
That's Italy.
Okay, that's fair. Well, Kentucky, the state,
Kentucky,
fried chicken state,
yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
The chicken leg looking state,
yes,
is trying to boost their popularity and boost tourism. Because I don't know who.
What are you doing in Kentucky?
So no disrespect. No disrespect, Kentucky. We love you, but Kentucky has said they are going to start firing laser beams out into the ether, into space to attract extraterrestrials.
They want to be the new Area 51 or what?
Dude, I'm just saying, if you were, so my question to you following this story, okay?
I'm going there right now.
Does that increase tourism, one? And then two, if you were an extraterrestrial, where would you go? Like in the United States, why would you pick Kentucky?
Because there's lasers. There's freaking laser beams coming.
But where else would you go? Would you, if you had a choice and you could just fly your flying saucer wherever? I don't think they're not a cat. They're not gonna be like, oh, laser, let me go look.
Let me go chase it.
Yeah, no, they're like supposed to be completely on a different level of thinking. So where else do you think they would be going?
For one, I think they're already here.
Right. They're living amongst us.
They're already here. Like, I think there's some politicians that might already be aliens.
There we go.
And then the government came out and said they actually talked to them. They're here and nobody gave a shit.
There are UFOs and
nobody gave a shit.
Like, yeah.
Where would I go as me as an alien, or if I was thinking like an alien?
Is Kentucky going to be on your list?
No, Kentucky's definitely not going to be on my list.
So that's not going to increase
I would go to
tourism.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Wow. What's the same shit as
just corn?
Like, what the fuck? Why would you go? I mean, have you seen Scary Movie 3? That's where they went.
That's
where they went.
Scary Movie 3. It wasn't even the first two. That's what I'm saying. That wasn't even their first two choices.
Oh yeah, no, because they were making fun of Signs. You remember Signs, right?
Yeah,
Sign was in the cornfields, all that kind of shit. Did you see? Were you alive when Signs came out?
Yes, I was alive when Signs came out.
Man, dude, that alien scared the shit out of me.
That was a bullshit. That was a bullshit scene. It was like 0.5 seconds of an alien going.
And it was like one of the biggest scenes ever at that time period. I got so scared for no reason.
You wear aluminum foil on your head.
I do. I have one. Do you want one? It might disrupt the sound waves going on through your butt.
All right, so I think if I was
Kentucky, where are you gonna go?
If I was an alien, truly. I think I would be very confused and also excited to see Las Vegas. I'd be like, hey, are we in Egypt? Because there's there's a pyramid here.
We didn't build that one.
Yeah. What the hell is this one do? This one's shooting laser beams too. And then I would go, wait, no, we're in Paris. There's a
what is happening?
What's going on?
Who's this giant green lady with a torch in her hand?
Yeah, I'm like, everything is here. You have New York there. You have Egypt. You have Paris. You have,
and now there's a giant ball.
Yeah, there's a giant sphere that has that can shoot whatever out onto it, and now that's confusing aliens. Like, I feel like aliens as a whole are like, this place is off the chain. We get to knock out everything we want to see in the world in one, and you get half naked women and half naked men. We get to just really explore the worst of this species.
Don't take the vouchers on the street, aliens. No, if you come, don't grab those. They get you.
Don't collect.
You end
up
in some crazy places.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Don't follow.
Maybe that's how they found them. Maybe aliens were like, hey, you know what? Jenny 6'9" over here. This girl looks pretty interesting.
Jenny 6'9".
You know what I mean? Whoever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Maybe there was a buy one get one free deal that they did at some Vegas Cosmopolitan, and they went to go have a buffet. They munched down some American foods, and they said, hey, you know what? This place isn't so bad. They play some slot machines, and they said, man, we're coming back here every few months.
They have a place dedicated to us in the desert.
Yeah, they bought into a timeshare there in Vegas, and now they're there.
I'm curious, what kind of lasers are you going to put out in Kentucky? Because, again, there's lasers in Vegas. I mean, you have New York that's like lit up like a fire.
That's more of just like a big light beam. Like, I wouldn't say it's a laser beam. Right? Because it's just shooting out of the Luxor. I don't know. That's not going to reach space.
I guess not. I guess you're right.
Right? If you're an astronaut, you're going to be like, oh, look, there's the Luxor light. Like, no.
Are they going to go to Southwest circa 2020 when the green laser beam shot up in the air for the graduates? You remember that?
Who knows?
God, I don't know. Like, what can you do?
Fireworks stands have more of a chance to attract.
Right? With the old school spotlights?
Yeah, with like the Batman spotlight.
But do they have a plan, or they're literally just going to set up lasers and a shoot out?
I don't think there's a plan. There's no, I mean, this is Kentucky.
Was this a publicity stunt just to say they're going to do it, and then it's one laser and nobody cares and everybody wants to go see the laser?
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I do think the laser beam, though, is meant to invite. This is on AP News. I mean, it got picked up worldwide. It's to promote tourism. So the Lexington Convention and Visitors Bureau used an infrared laser beam to message into space to invite extraterrestrial travelers. That's all it says. You got lush countryside there in Kentucky, famous bluegrass. They literally sent a message out into the...
I tried to Google Kentucky laser, and it came up with laser hair removal.
In Kentucky. So, or just laser hair removal anywhere.
Like KY laser, Lexington, Kentucky laser. Oh, there it is. Found it. It was the 4th.
Oh, not doing well.
4th. No.
That promotion's not doing great.
And this is brand new. This is January 5th.
Yeah, this is this year.
Interesting. But it's on Popular Science. So, I mean, maybe that's generating some buzz. I don't know.
AP News picked it up like 5 days ago. So that's not too wild. Well, Kentucky, don't expect any tourism coming your way for extraterrestrials.
So. I'm not going to. That's not on my bucket list.
Do you think you have other places that are known for extraterrestrials, like in New Mexico and stuff, and looking at them and being like,
I feel like that novelty died off. Once everybody wanted to storm Area 51, like, it doesn't matter anymore.
That's true too. Now, Area 51, I feel like they really did it right. You know what I mean? They were like the supreme of extraterrestrial hunting, where they didn't really tell you much. It was a Jaws effect. Like, it was like supply demand. Where like the supply is not there, but the demand is all there, right? We're not giving you nothing. You just keep guessing, keep putting it up in your heads, and then just keep on there. But there's no merch. Like, you can't buy Area 51 merch. Like, the government really dropped the ball on this marketing scheme that they were trying to do.
You could have totally made some bank.
We could have made some bank. Yeah. As soon as you said UFOs are real, yo, drop the merch.
Right.
Area 51
just put up
merch
a little
hats.
stand there, throw a little festival on the outside.
Yeah, you should get with create like an Area 51 like Disneyland type thing. Where
right.
You can flying saucers that have been tested and are safe. You know what I mean?
I feel like this is something Mr. Beast would do.
Yeah, Mr. Beast. Listen, Generation Duo is more than happy to work.
Yeah,
work with you. Now, financially, we're able to bring nothing to the table, but idea-wise, we can do all of it. We can do all of it. So I love that. Any other stories, sir, that you were looking at that you interest you this year?
Story this year, brand new. No. What's
I did hear one that's wild.
What do you got?
So this one's been on many podcasts, a few platforms, but I heard this one, and because we are a show of the people, right? This is a show that from time to time could be explicit, but we're going to try to keep it mostly family friendly. This is not one of those times. So, if you had the kiddos, throw the earphones in, throw the headphones in real quick. But
hit me.
I did hear a story. Now I don't know all of it. So if I mess this up, go at me on TikTok, go at me on Twitter, go at me everywhere else, and make sure you follow me though. So when you go at me though, I heard a story, again, multiple different ways on podcasts and on different, sites and channels, but it was wild. So this, I guess, daughter, right? This lady went out, to a few pubs around a town. And I want to say it was where is like all the drugs are legal? Where's the red light district? That is in, the Netherlands, Holland. This is, you know what I'm talking about. Red light district. Come on, dude. Help me out here, bro.
I have what you're talking about. I don't know.
I'm drowning here. She went out to pubs. And I know they were in a different country. I believe in Amsterdam. That's what I'm talking about.
This sounds like Hostel.
No. Dude, listen. It gets worse than Hostel.
Oh, wow.
That's what
worse
I'm trying to
than
tell
Hostel.
Worse than Hostel. Right. So she's going out, and I want to say it's in Amsterdam. I might be completely wrong. But she goes, and in Amsterdam, she's drunk, wilding out, and I guess they had like this button in this restroom, and she pressed the button and a wiener came through like a glory hole.
Okay.
And if you don't know what that is, that's not our job.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
To tell you about that. And so in there, she's drunk and she says, why not?
Why not?
Right?
Yeah,
or in Amsterdam.
what else? Yeah.
Yeah. It's Britney, bitch. You know what I mean? Let's wild out. And so I guess she went, and did that. And participated in this situation.
Okay, real dick or dildo?
No, this is a real dick.
Like somebody's penis.
Yes.
Okay.
And when they leave the area, her dad was also leaving the area.
No.
Yes. And I don't know if they saw each other after the bar or at home exchanging stories, and then she found out her dad was there and put one on one together or what, but in that situation, how do you come back? How do you come back from a situation like that of doing nasties with a now unbeknownst to you, right? Like you had no idea.
Yeah.
They had no idea. But you both put yourself in a situation that allowed for something like that to happen.
Do you test the DNA of the baby to find out?
Nothing happened to that level.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well then, no, it's just you high five.
Oh, hell no. You are absolutely insane. No, but I do think
take it on the chin, you know?
No, okay. First off, you couldn't get more wild with what you just said right now.
What else are you gonna do?
I think this just becomes one of those where because glory hole, you can't see who's on the other side.
Okay, no. First off, let me ask you this: why is a daughter and a father having this conversation of, "Hey, guess what I did in this bathroom, Dad?" And the dad was like, "Hey, guess what I did?"
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, why would you even have that conversation to even find out that there's a possibility that you two have fornicated?
My thing is, I don't know that you would even, you put yourself in a situation.
Yeah, no. You, that's the definition of fuck around to find out.
Like, yeah, literally. I mean, literally fuck around to find out.
Yeah.
I want to say the button that she pushed was maybe to make it transparent, and that's how she saw who's on the other side. But I know they saw each other. Like, you linked eyes with that person. And that's where it became uncomfortable, of course.
Wait a minute. So she clicked the button.
And that's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to find out right now, but it looks like either they found out afterwards or during there was a button pushed, right? I know that. I don't know if that opens the hole for something to enter or if that, makes what was tinted window become kind of more transparent and you can see each other. I have no clue.
So stuff was happening and then they see it? Like, it's like a time delayed window where like you see it after 30 seconds?
I don't know. Listen, there's some curiousness going on, but it's been being picked up all over Twitter, Reddit, all that good stuff. But it's interesting to the point where I said, you know what? I want to see with Johnny, how do you overcome that situation? Because obviously nobody's ever supposed to find out, but now it's all over the internet. Now that person I don't think is named. So it could be fake, could be not. I don't know. But what do you do, brother? Do you just
plausible deniability, I think, is the best way to go about this. Like, if you're not are you trying to like mend your relationship with your father?
I don't know. That's done for. It's
I
over
think that's
now.
it. Like, Thanksgiving's not going to be the same.
No.
Like, you can never have sausage anywhere near each other again.
Nope.
Like,
And then Father's Day, like, that's dead.
This makes me seem like it's fake because how does this even come about? Like, who do you tell?
That tells this,
like, who
right?
do you have a conversation with? Like, guess what? I may have sucked my dad's thing. Like, why would you even have that conversation?
I agree.
In a funny standpoint. Like, I wouldn't come on this pod and be like, guess what?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, no. I don't know. This sounds kind of factor crap.
Sketch-magetch, but
what if we did that on some of these stories? Like, real or not real? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this
how do we debunk it though?
Yeah. No, we don't. It's our opinion.
My opinion is that this is not real.
I agree.
But if it was, I mean,
if I had
jokes aside, good luck.
If I had a button right now, I would push not real. Like, and hopefully a penis doesn't come out of the wall.
Yeah, or make it transparent to see who's.
I don't want to see that on the other side.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Interesting.
Yikes.
Well, from one daddy to another, I do have a story.
Okay.
So a Florida woman, of course, Florida.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna Google Florida.
Well, I actually have a follow-up story to that as we go. This is interesting. You brought up Florida. Continue though.
So a Florida woman has proposed a sugar daddy appreciation day. You know, we have days for everything now.
Yeah,
right?
that. I like that.
Days for everything. Sugar daddy appreciation. I do not make near enough money to be a sugar daddy.
Correct. Same.
So I wouldn't, benefit from this day, but should the daddies get their day?
Plenty of other people who definitely would.
And do you want that day?
Do you have to be a dad to be a sugar daddy?
No.
No, right?
Not at all. You need to take care of a younger person with financial benefit, and then you gain something. Sometimes. Or right. You don't. I mean, or
which
it's just company.
Just giving
who
money.
knows? We don't know what that is.
Okay, yeah. And listen, I'm all for the days. You gotta understand. I'm pretty liberal in my thinking when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Do your thing. You know what I mean? If you want a day, right. Grab a day. You're paying for the day. You've earned it through financial spending sprees that you're doing for these women or men, whoever.
Agreed.
But if you're doing, because there's also sugar mamas. So are we doing sugar day? Period.
Nope. Sugar daddy.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's where I feel like we're getting.
You would have to have a separate day for sugar mamas.
Equality.
No, you would need a separate day. You can't do it on the same day because then that's.
So you're like Father's Day, Mother's Day,
right?
Gotcha.
What if we had them the day after?
I was just thinking that.
Father's Day and then Sugar Daddy Day.
Damn it, we are getting things done in the first 30 minutes of this podcast. We've debunked stories.
Yeah.
We've already figured out where extraterrestrials would be coming. Right?
Everything.
And now in Florida, we said, hey, don't worry about it. We got it handled.
Yeah.
It's going to be the day after Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Okay. Do we get the day off for school?
Yeah, that's the real question. Yeah. Do schools get the day off?
Wait, colleges should get the day off. Colleges? We know that's where the sugar daddies are roaming.
I agree. High schools, middle schools. You guys are
that's weird.
You're running with it.
That's weird.
You guys are going with it, right? Because maybe your parents are being affected by it, like positively, but they could get a day off of work.
Yeah, agreed.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
But school's going to stay in session. So that's unfortunate because some teachers are going to get left out even though they are being treated by sugar daddies.
Yeah, that's true.
Or sugar mamas.
Teachers are finding ways
you have to continue to work.
Yeah. There's a lot of teachers that have left the teaching profession because
they
sugar daddies.
Can't get days off because of sugar daddies.
Yeah, you got to appreciate your daddy.
You got to appreciate him. Yeah. Listen, we appreciate him. You should too.
There it is.
There it is. That's the slogan for this entire campaign.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go. Learn Kentucky. Figure it out.
Learn Chicken State.
Learn Chicken State. We just figured out two different things. We're helping Area 51 with merch, and we just solved a dilemma for Florida.
God, if we had money, we would make a ton of money.
Yeah. That's how it goes. If we had money, we'd make a ton of money. So speaking of Florida, I'm glad you brought that up. Check this out. Florida, known for many things. Walt Disney World, known for Miami and culture, right?
Yep.
Lots of great things going on in Florida. Lots of also bad things going on in Florida. They are, if you talk to anybody from Florida, Florida man is very much a funny topic because it's just a make fun of.
I love it.
Way of saying like every story starts with like Florida man, Florida one, right? So they are creating in Florida the first ever Florida Man Games.
What?
Right? So in Florida, they will have competitions which they have quoted as the most insane athletic showdown on earth. The games will poke fun at Florida's reputation for producing strange news, stories involving guns, drugs, booze, and reptiles, or some combination of the four. So those are going to be happening at the Florida Man Games. Looking at that, first off, are you buying a ticket? $45 to go watch. They're having beer belly wrestling. And yes, period. I'm there. Yes. Who is the demographic that's going to be attracted to the Florida Man Games? Is this, because I want to know, is this like a festival? Can I get VIP wristbands? Is there open bar? Like what kind of Florida Man?
Well, first, $45 is not that expensive to say, I went to the Florida Man Games. And just take a chance, right?
Yeah.
I would take a chance with $45. Now, if there is
coming
more,
up in February. So it is happening. Florida Man Games. You could go to FloridaManGames.com and right now and check out, all of the incredible stuff. They are on Eventbrite. Get your tickets there.
Yeah.
So this is a legitimate,
not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored. But we would love to attend.
Yes.
Florida Man Games. You gotta be there. You have celebrity judges. You have,
who are the celebrity judges? Did they say?
Yeah. It's some Netflix Muscles and Mayhem.
Muscles and Mayhem?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're getting, you don't know them. Stop
no, I don't.
That was honestly very solid. That was very believable for a little bit. The games.
I thought it was the American Gladiators.
So you got,
first, but it's fine.
Here are the games, people. Get ready for this one. Here are the games. Weaponized pool noodle mud duel. Test your strength inside the Florida Man Games Coliseum. Massive above ground pool. That's what it says. It says in parentheses. Massive above ground. I'm dying.
I love
Then
that.
there is the evading arrest obstacle course. This is real. You could pay to go watch this.
Dude, no, that's funny because look, honorable mention.
Yes.
Pops up right here. Evading arrest obstacle
So you will have to jump over fences, through backyards, and away from actual police officers to earn your freedom. Which I think is awesome. And then they have category 5 cash grab. So you sit in those wind circulated money machines and you try to grab as much money as you can. And then a catalytic converter, 2 bikes, and a handful of copper pipes race against time.
Shut up.
I swear to God. Bro, this is absolutely next level. Compete head to head in a race that lets you live a day in the life of a Florida man headline. Let me just say this again. The game is called a Cadillac converter, 2 bikes, and a handful of copper pipes race against time. Bro. And then you got Florida Sumo. Conquer the Florida Man Games sumo ring as you try to blast your opponent out or spill the remaining beer. Oh, so I guess there is like a beer element to this. You can register a team for all these games. You still have
a team.
You register a team. Dude, Florida Man Games. Damn, that's badass.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you. It sounds like they just threw this together really quick, and it's not exactly as precise as it should be yet.
I'm in, though.
But I think this is going to be big. I think if we jump in on sponsoring now, we can get the perks of it when it blows
Maybe not
up.
sponsoring.
No, we're sponsored.
Okay, with what? Listen,
a pool noodle. They need pool noodles.
They pool noodles for the above ground pool.
Yes.
Conquering Florida, whatever. That's awesome. You also have a mullet sign up for best mullet.
A what?
A mullet.
Say that again.
A mullet.
A mullet.
A mullet. Mullet.
Is that a mullet?
You can't say mullet. That's not how you say it.
It's not mullet. It's not mole. It's not soup.
No, I didn't say mullet. I said mullet. Mullet.
Exactly
so it's a mullet.
Mullet.
Okay. Listen, you learn something new every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've never rocked a mullet.
A mullet.
Yeah, ever. Also, I feel like people have said mullet before.
I've never heard mullet.
Ever.
Never.
I think it's one of those words.
It's
one
not
of those words.
MOOLET.
Okay, nobody said mullet.
You did.
And I said mullet.
No. You hear it now, right?
No, I don't.
You hear it now.
Listen, hold on. Anyways.
It's mullet, not
okay.
mullet.
You know what? I want your ass in the Florida Man Games. Me and you. You want to talk that shit? Sign up. Let's go.
Two out of three. You pick one, I pick one.
Here we go. I am absolutely destroying you in the Cadillac converted 2 bikes and a half full of copper pipes race against time.
Wait, how deep is this above ground giant pool? Because if it's more than 3 feet, I cannot participate.
You're gonna fucking drown.
I'm gonna drown.
Goodness gracious. So, what would the Texas version of this festival be?
I was just thinking who would win a Texas man versus the Florida man.
So they have. Let's figure it out now, man. Right. So they have. How many games do they have here at Florida Man game? So they have 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, 4 and 5. So let's start with 3 games.
Okay.
3 games. I think it should 100% be you have to fight and grab some sort of rattlesnake or something happening. Right? You'll have to.
I'm like that.
There has to be like a snake involved thing.
So
like
there has to be snakes
hurting
in boots. You have to find the snake in the boot because there's always shit in our boots here.
Yeah. Okay, well, don't make it sound like we're all country.
No, we
either.
are.
No, we're not. Yeah, fit the stereotype. So, a snake in your boot game.
Yeah, snake in your boot.
Okay.
Let's see. I think there needs to be how fast can you drive over the speed limit on a highway?
Oh,
because
without what? Like
without getting pulled over? Because, man, I'm driving down Texas roads and it's 55 and everybody's going 85. Like, it's a thing here. Nobody drives anywhere near the speed limit in San Antonio, which I love. I am not a slow driver. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I think if you're going 10 miles over the speed limit in the left lane, you didn't move the fuck over.
I like that.
I mean, get out of the way.
There should also be a biggest steak eaten or something. Like it has to be. It has to be a barbecue or eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like that. Biggest steak.
And maybe you have the same thing with the pool noodle, except it's like a fish. We have a lot of fishermen here, so maybe you hit each other with fish. You know what I mean? You
gotta hit the fish?
No, you have a fish to use as a weapon, and you start swinging on people.
Oh, I see. In an above ground pool?
And in like a river, though. Like a dirty river or lake.
Oh, touche.
You know what I mean?
Touche.
And then, or maybe it's like a Royal Rumble type event where, one person comes in onto a fishing pier and you're just knocking the hell out of each other.
Oh, yeah. Staying on the pier.
Staying on the pier.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you can't get thrown off the pier.
Yeah.
I'll buy in.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's a little more serious than like Florida. Everybody makes fun of Florida. Texas people are taken serious.
That's true.
So this would be more classy.
Belt buckle strap contest where you just.
Yes. Oh, biggest belt buckle?
Yeah. No, but those are like competitions. This is like games. Like they're competing.
Oh, I see.
So that's why I'm like, you gotta have like
I mean, don't we already have that? It's the rodeo. Right?
Well,
think about it.
There goes that. You're right.
Somebody already stole our idea.
Somebody already took this idea.
The rodeo
and
is
you know what? I'm
Texas
suing.
Games.
I'm suing.
The Texas Games is the rodeo.
I am.
Everything we just named is at the rodeo. Along with the swimming pig.
That's true. You know what? God damn it. You know what? I'm suing the rodeo. We're suing the rodeo. I quit. We figured out 2 things, now we left one unfigured out.
God,
goodness gracious. Okay. Well, those are stories for the show. Now it's time as we continue. We want these shows to be somewhere in the ballpark of 45 to an hour. We want to make sure we're giving you guys a fun content listening. This could be, and you can listen whenever. We try to make things very relevant that are open to dates.
Yes,
right?
Agreed.
So everything's open. You don't gotta listen right now. You can listen and share with a friend. They can listen in, tomorrow, in a few days, next week, next month, whatever. We want these to be a fun-loving, fun time show. And like I said, we'll be coming out with a visual version very, very shortly. However, like we said in the beginning, we end every show here on Generation Duo with the Generation Duo draft. This first draft is on the top 5 best dad rock bands. Now, how this goes, you don't just to say your top 5. This is round by round, so you can have people snipe your next choice.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Shit. I'm glad I wrote extras. Here we go.
Okay. Which I did not. I did not know that you already prepared. I thought we were going live, and then you prepared way more. So
I totally did my homework here.
I'm screwed.
This is how our generation is different. I'm very much sitting here with technology. Like I have my computer, my iPad, my phone, and Brandon is sitting over here with absolutely nothing, just his mental capacity.
Yeah, and now I have my phone here in front of me because I'm like, well, damn, now I need to catch up. But you take notes, I don't. That's how we go. That's how it is. Generation Duo. So let's put parameters, right? What is dad rock?
That's the first thing.
And that's a question, not just for the show, for you, the audience. Yeah. What is dad rock? Do you consider people in the 80s and 70s classic dad rock, or are we talking straight up 1995 2000s and up dad rock? What are we looking at?
That was my first instinct, was 95 2000s rock. That was what my dad listened to when I was a young whippersnapper before Brandon was even alive. That is dad rock for me. When I Googled dad rock, it jumped to the 70s and was like,
your dad was not listening to that.
My dad was in a band.
I know, but Johnny.
What
year were you born?
I was born 86.
86?
Yes.
So he was listening to like 80s music. That's what I just said. He was listening to 95, 2000.
But when I can remember, I'm like, 10, 11 years old.
No, when you're 10, 11, you're still in the 90s. He's listening to 80s, 90s music.
90s. I have 90s rock bands. I got 90s rock bands. But as I got older, this is what I interpreted because I'm still younger, and it's like late 90s, early 2000s is what I'm classifying as dad rock, because that's when I could start appreciating music.
Okay.
I started listening to stuff that I just didn't know was on the radio. I didn't know any of this shit on the radio.
Yeah.
Like I started listening to actual bands. I knew who they were, and this is my 8th grade, 7th grade year. I started understanding, there's people.
We're definitely going to offend some people who I think are going to be like, that's not dad rock.
Agreed. So this is my dad's rock.
Okay.
Leading into a little bit of my rock. Because my rock was like 2004, 2005. That's what I started listening to. And then I went into an emo phase, which we're not going to talk about. We will go into that later.
Wow.
Yeah. But I was very much into like 99.5 Kiss, what they still play right now. Right. That's what I consider dad rock.
Dad rock?
Yeah, because that was back in the 2000s.
All right. Here we go. So, all
right.
Do we have a coin? Do we have something like rock, paper, scissors, I guess? Or what do we do to figure out who takes the number one pick? Because I think the number one pick, there's a number one pick.
There is a number one pick.
There's a number one pick. I think both of us are.
Yes, I think we're on it.
I think we're on the same page. There has to be the number one draft pick.
Okay, so let's go. We're going to flip a T.
We're going to flip a T.
That's very much dad rock. Okay,
right.
So here we're going to flip a battery, but it's like flip a T. So you see the little nub right here, the positive of this battery? Okay. Whoever that's pointing towards the most is going to be the first pick. And if it's not me...
This is the worst way to...
If it's not me, I'm pushing the stop button on this recording.
Don't drop it on the table. Okay, do it on the carpet. Here we go.
The positive end, whoever is facing first.
This is why we're doing this a battery. Here we go. What do we got?
So
that's me.
It's you. Okay,
that's
so
me.
There it is.
Here we go. Number one pick.
No. You don't get to start first. That's what that's pointing at.
It's not true. Here we go. 5-round draft. Generation duo.
Here we go. I already know it's gonna be Creed.
It's Creed, baby.
You motherfucker.
Creed is the fucking best dad rock band. All right. Talk a little bit about it. We gotta break it down.
Oh, Creed.
How do you not go Creed?
I mean that singing where you don't officially open your mouth or close your mouth. It's just that way right in that girdle. Like, Creed, man.
Come on, dude.
There it is.
We actually have tickets to go see Creed.
I know we do. We do. That's why we're Generation Duo. The same but different. There it is.
The news today.
Praise
Creed. Listen, we love Creed here.
Yes,
Creed is the absolute number one pick.
Yes.
So I feel like we're very close here. Round 1, pick 2.
I'm going to go some different style.
Oh, wow.
Right? Yeah.
Listen,
so we might be a little off.
At the end of these drafts, we're going to put a poll out.
Yeah.
You all decide who won the Generation Duo draft.
Okay, you ready?
Dad rock.
You ready?
95 to 2000. That's what we said.
You ready?
Go.
Metallica.
See, I don't consider Metallica dad rock.
Same fucking time. It's actually older. They're older than Creed.
I know, but they're like, I feel like they're legends. Like, they're not really dad rock. Like,
what define dad rock? What is, I like the music. I like Creed.
Yeah. We like music, yeah.
So why would you not consider it?
Okay, I'll keep Metallica. I just thought we were going with bands who normally are well hated as well by people because it is dad rock.
Well, see, I don't associate negativity with dad rock. We can go that route because then I would go Puddle of Mud.
Creed has a lot of negativity, no?
Creed does have a lot. Actually, no. That's not who I hear negativity. Yeah.
It's changed because of the Texas Rangers, because they had a big upcoming against
we want to talk about negativity. We talk about...
no, here we go. I'm ready for you. Here we go.
Because I know you're going to take it. Go ahead.
Here we go. Round 2. I know. And I'm giving it to you because you took Metallica. I have to switch up my style now.
Okay.
So here we go. Round 2. Pick 1. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That was on my list too. Yeah, they're there.
They're there. They have to be there.
They are.
They have to be there. Now, I took them because I'm hoping for a slide. I'm hoping for someone to slide down to me in round 3.
Yeah.
Right? I've already talked to the GMs. Yeah. I've talked to all of the
okay. I'm going to switch mine up here.
I got this. Yep. I'm going to win this by a mile.
I think you are too. Because Creed, I'm going with who I like.
Creed, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
Who do you got?
I have Metallica. My second pick. I'm going to go back into the girl. Round 2. Pearl Jam.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good one.
I had to change her a little bit.
I like that. Jeremy's.
Yeah,
very similar to Creed.
Exactly. That's why I had to take them. I had to take them.
I like that.
I needed to get my harder rock, my little bit before they stopped drinking, and then go into like that girdle to compete with Creed.
Yeah.
So
and
Pearl Jam.
Dads will absolutely sing Alive by Pearl Jam drunk.
Yeah, for sure.
Hammered.
For sure.
100%. Yep. Love it. Here we go.
Okay.
Who I wanted to slide, they slid. Here we go. Round 3, value pick right here.
Hit me.
You could not even get better value.
Hit me.
Round 3, Nickelback.
I fucking knew you were going Nickelback. I knew you were going. I don't even consider that dad music.
Round three, pick one. You're done for.
No.
Creed and Nickelback on the same team. It's over for you. Dad Rock Alliance.
I like both of them, but honestly, Nickelback is not in the realm of good music for me. For those, like,
you are crazy right now.
So I like Nickelback, but it's not something I would throw on and be like, fuck yeah. Like Creed, I can get into. Pearl Jam, I can get into. Metallica, I can get into. Nickelback, I listened to as a novelty for me, and I took dad rock as a positivity. That's the difference.
Because you're old.
That's the difference.
That's what it is.
No, I'm gonna fuck you up on this next one.
No,
You're not even ready.
There's no chance.
You're not even ready for this one. I guarantee this is
We haven't sniped each other except for Creed.
This is never gonna be on your list ever, and I think I'm gonna win with this one.
Okay, go.
You ready?
Okay.
Limp Bizkit.
That's very solid. Now we're getting to new metal dad rock. This is like dad metal. This is not a rock. You got Metallica and Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
That's not fair because you're going metal. We said dad rock. Like
I consider Limp Bizkit rock music.
Really?
Yeah.
But they're considered new metal.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Maybe that makes them dad rock.
Sing a Limp Bizkit song right now.
I do it. I was gonna go with Faith. Because he had that super classic.
That is
Faith,
a great one.
Right? Faith, and then you got Nookie. You go Nookie after that.
Nice.
But that's where I consider dad rock, and then you get into rolling. That's where I think's new metal. Like that's different. Okay. I think they changed up their generation.
If I could touch your body.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I think that's for me dad rock.
Okay, well here we go.
Yeah.
Round four. Pick one. Give me Incubus.
Yeah, you're going like all those. I should have switched it up.
You should have switched it up. You're getting fucked up right now. You're getting killed right now. I'm getting fucked up.
No, it's fine.
I'm curious. Round four. Okay. You've been knocked down twice.
Well, here, this is going to be my pick me up right here.
Round four. Incubus is a great pick right there.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on.
Okay, you ready?
Go for it.
Foo Fighters.
Ooh,
yeah, bitch. Damn. Yeah, bitch. That one shouldn't have slid that far down. My whole plan just like came into fruition right there.
Let me tell you right now, that was the biggest slide. That was the biggest slide.
No, I agree. You got it. I was waiting for it.
That was great.
Yep.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Pearl Jam, Foo Fighters, Metallica, and Limp Bizkit. I'm fucking on it right now. Some people are not going to agree with me, and I don't give a shit.
No, not at all. That is really good. Okay, but here's the thing. If you take Foo Fighters, Nirvana's not dad rock. Let's establish that now.
I'm good with that.
Nirvana's not dad rock? Okay, because I don't want someone to be like, oh my God, how did you get Nirvana? That's not dad rock.
Yeah, I agree.
Not dad rock. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm going to change some stuff up here too. Okay, but.
Okay, round five. Only because I'm thinking 90s to 2000s.
Yeah, I got you. Mm-hmm.
Give me Stone Temple Pilots.
Good one.
Come on now. That's a great one. Stone Temple Pilots, we're looking good right now. We got Creed, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nickelback, Incubus, Stone Temple Pilots. You're done, dog. You're done for.
I don't know.
Who do you got? Metallica? Okay. We got Metallica. You got Limp Bizkit. You got Foo Fighters.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam, Foo Fighters. Those are. I'm competing.
But some dad rock. Like those are better bands.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes,
I'm just thinking in the realm of dad rock.
Did I shouldn't have picked Limp Bizkit and Metallica? That shouldn't have been it. That was what I considered.
Yeah, I will say Pearl Jam and Foo Fighters. Those are great picks.
Yeah,
but you dropped the ball on Nickelback and you dropped the ball over here.
See, I just interpreted dad rock different than you did, and that's really what it was.
That's Generation Duo. Right. This is the show. Right. We interpret the world differently.
All right, so here it is for my saving grace. My saving grace right here. Actually,
round five. Pick five.
Wait. Let's see.
Oh, he's getting nervous now.
I need to see something real quick.
Oh, you're trying to see if they came out in the 90s.
Yes, it did. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Fuck, I don't know if I want to do this one. I'm between two right now.
I missed one too. Okay, we're gonna we'll be able to give some honorable mentions.
Okay,
because I just missed one that I would have had in my top five.
What are we on right now? What are we on?
We're on round five. This is the last
round
pick.
Five. Did you already pick your round? My round five was Stone Temple Pilots. Okay. All right. So
and I messed up.
I'm gonna get a cult following at this, or I'm not. Fuck, man, I'm so close right here.
I have a few.
I think this is gonna be.
You're done for.
And I honestly don't even think. See, I think I'm gonna get roasted for picking this band.
You will.
I think that's what. Hold on. Let me.
No, go ahead.
No.
Take them, dude.
Nope.
Wow. Are they going to be in your honorable mention then at least?
Maybe.
Wow. I really want to know. The people want to know. You left them on a cliffhanger.
God. Okay. So the band I was on the fence with formed before the other band I was on the fence with.
Okay.
So, okay, here we go. I'm doing here. Ready?
Go.
Ready? Audio Slave.
That's who I was going to go with too before Stone Temple Pilots.
Yep.
Audio Slave was solid.
Audio Slave.
Very good.
Yep.
Very good.
Okay. So
here's honorable mentions.
Yes.
I have two. Do you have at least 2?
I have one right now.
Give me your one there.
My one right now, formed before Audio Slave.
Okay.
Breaking Benjamins.
Oh, very good. I like Breaking Benjamin.
That was going to be those were the 2 I was in between right now, but I think Audio Slave, for what we are competing, now that I'm seeing what your picks are, I think Audio Slave can compete.
Yeah, I had 3 that I missed out on, and one of them should have made it into my top 5. I messed up as a general manager taking Stone Temple Pilots, because who I should have taken was Matchbox 20. That's who I think should have been in that position.
That's pop to me.
But it is pop rock though. Like, I feel like you had people in college who were really into it, and if not them, I was looking at Dave Matthews Band for a little bit there for Dad Rock.
I wouldn't have considered any of that.
And I don't consider it rock either. That's why they weren't in the picks. That's why they made it out, right? And then I was looking at Papa Roach. That's when I was looking at as well as someone to take.
So if you would have taken Papa Roach, I would have won.
Exactly. And that's why I didn't take it. I said, you know what?
I agree.
If I take Papa Roach, I'm giving you the upper hand by taking Limp Bizkit and stuff.
Agreed.
And instead of me not doing that, this was on the plans, Daddy. Yeah. Instead of me not doing, I established you were wrong. I was right. I won. That's it. Because you broke the mold.
Because you weren't even fucking alive during Dad Rocks. So who really won?
I was here.
Should I stop cussing? I'm sorry. We're going to beep that. Okay. So now I want to do this. So let's go into, I wrote down 5 right off the bat. Like, without even thinking, I just wrote down 5 bands.
Sure.
Right? My first one was Creed. Okay. Number 2, I actually wrote them in weird order, like thinking this would be 3, this would be 5, whatever, right? So I wrote down Creed first.
Okay.
I wrote down Metallica second, but put them in 3rd.
Okay.
My next one was Pearl Jam in 5.
Okay.
Because I needed to make sure I had Pearl Jam to match with Creed. Here's the other 2 that I don't, and then I put Limp Bizkit in 2 because that's what I thought Dad Rock was.
Okay.
Here's the one that I think you're not going to agree with. Offspring at number 4.
I had Offspring in there as well somewhere. Not in the top 5, but I had the conversation was going in there as well.
I also had Linkin Park.
Nice. I like that one too. So here's what I had for Dad Rock before we established it. Here's what I came in with. This is what I came in with. Okay. I knew we were you couldn't say like the Beatles or Van Halen or AC/DC.
Yeah,
those are classic. Now who I did have in there that kind of was in that realm, but was less famous. You're not going to find them in an Abercrombie or like a PacSun, a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But they're still very big. Here's what my original 5 were. If we were going to go with,
what anytime,
Dad
Rod is
anytime.
Okay.
Right? I was going to go Eagles number 1.
Yeah, I get to, oh, yeah, that's true.
And I was going to go Rush.
Yeah, Rush was on there. Yep.
I had Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
And then I had Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And then my last pick, if they slip, was going to be Creedence Clearwater Revival. But that's like, this is all 80s,
that's
70s.
80s, yeah.
And that's why I was like, what are we establishing? As soon as you said 90s, 2000s, all that could throw out the window, and I still came out on top with a great 5.
I don't know.
We'll let you decide.
I think a lot of our listeners are going to be Limp Bizkit fans.
No. I'm really on the fence about that.
No, I'm telling you right now.
But everybody is a Creed fan.
Everybody is a Creed fan. They may not have known it when Creed came out, but now they for sure are Creed fans.
So here we go. Rerun through your 5. So my 5 for Brandon, Big Papi Medina was Creed, right? At number 1. My number 2, it wasn't Nickelback. Who was it? It was, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes.
And then Nickelback, and then Incubus, and then the Stone Temple Pilots. Who I also was going to put in there was Bush.
Bush is very much Dad Rock, I think. How did Bush slip?
I know.
Wow.
I almost put Bush, but I put Stone Temple Pilots instead. That's a mistake.
If I take Bush instead of Metallica, I think I win.
I think you're up there. But who did you take instead? You're talking about.
So I took
Metallica
first, and then I took Pearl Jam second.
Yep.
And then I took Limp Bizkit third.
Yep.
And then I took Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam was second. Who did you take 4?
Who did I take 4th?
Was
that Limp Bizkit 4th?
No. See, listen, we're all over the place.
We are. Because I didn't know we were coming in as a draft. I misinterpreted that. So that's my fault. So I put Metallica 1.
Whatever you forgot.
2.
Whatever you forgot, we have.
That's terrible that I forgot it. So that shows right there.
That shows right there. Who's the winner? We're here.
Audio Slave
was 5.
5, yes. And
who the hell did you throw in there on 4?
Damn, who did?
Oh, Foo Fighters.
Foo
How
Fighters.
disrespectful for you to forget that.
Terrible.
Okay, so Metallica, Limp Bizkit, Foo Fighters, Pearl Jam, and Audio Slave versus Creed, Nickelback, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Incubus, Stone Temple Pilots.
Agreed.
Our 5s were good 5s. Like they matched each other with Stone Temple Pilots and Audio Slave. The rest of them were heavy hitters.
Who do you think the wild card is going to be whether they agree with Metallica and Limp Bizkit versus
I agree.
all of the same genre of your song?
Wow.
I have some variety.
Slight disrespect.
I have some variety.
Thank you so much for tuning into Generation Duo and making it your new favorite podcast. We will be coming out with weekly shows, audio right now, soon to be visual. We appreciate you. We thank you. My name is Brandon Big Papi Medina. You can follow me again on Twitter at Big Papi, Brandon M. And then you got the always interesting, elegant, old school, Mr. JDT, Johnny Drama Tejeda. Where can they follow you, sir?
Follow me at Johnny _ T09.
That's not two Johnnies.
No, it's not two Johnny, just one.
Johnny
just
underscore.
One. Johnny _ T09.
There we go. And then make sure you follow the show all over, where you can find podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Google Play, MySpace, AOL, everywhere.
Be ready for the next one when we're going to do the draft on movies. And I know now.
The next one we'll do it on movies for sure. So we'll be ready.
Specifically movies that
did not win an
Oscar.
That's going to be very good.
That's going to be a good conversation.
It's going to be good. And I think we're going to be sniping each other a lot on this.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Going to be doing that.
So love that. We're looking forward to it. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you leave a positive review. Never a negative one. Just keep it moving. But please do share with your friends and families. And you can find us anywhere you find podcasts. And then we'll also be pushing this out, to YouTube. If you know me, I do the Alamo City Alamo City Sportscast. So we'll be pushing on YouTube with all of that to add this comedy show to there. So we're going to be all over the place, man. We're ready.
Put the negative. I'll argue with you in the comments. Let's go.
Fair enough, Johnny. Johnny's looking forward to it. Please don't. Anyways, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning in to Generation Duo. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful generational day.
Bye.